Welcome everybody to this week's episode of Thunderleaf Games playing Cyberpunk Red. We appreciate everybody who took the time to view the stream over the week on YouTube and threw on us some new follows. We really appreciate you all and just want to thank you. We're still all pretty shocked that anybody wants to watch us, but it's really great, and we hope you enjoy it. I'm Donnie. I'm playing Scrawl in our campaign tonight, the little bit odd Eastern European medtech. We definitely want to take a moment here and thank a couple of parties that help us make the stream possible. One being Sirenscape for providing our sound. The other being Foundry Virtual Tabletop for our digital tabletop, which we use, we think, to great effect. And certainly as players, we love the work that Mike does with it and the cool effects it can do for our games. And then we, of course, want to thank our Talsorian Games for the wonderful game system that is Cyberpunk Red and all the tools they provide just out there free to people to use. It's really a fantastic system, fantastic game. And we hope everybody's enjoying it. We definitely want to encourage everybody to join us in chat if you have questions of the system. If you're seeing anything with the sound that we can improve or anything, just say hi. We love that. I'd like to introduce some of my fellow streamers, and then we'll introduce our wonderful game master as well. Why don't I start with Greg tonight?
Hi there. I am Greg, and I play Static. He's a rocker boy, baby. And his favorite guilty pleasure is, honestly, he cuddles up with a teddy bear at night.
Yeah.
All right. And yeah, that is a good point. I did forget to actually throw the question to y'all. So yeah, we are looking at our character's guilty pleasure way to relax tonight. Amy, why don't we go to you?
All right. Hello, I'm Amy, and I play Hopscotch, our nomad. And Hopscotch's guilty pleasure is going for a nice long drive, just out of the city, out to the middle of the nowhere, and see what she can discover.
This is how you end up extra radioactive.
Yeah.
And Ray.
So I am playing Max Tech Officer Bailey Young, also known as Cavalry. And her guilty pleasure is definitely she plays Elflines online, the MMO. She does not let people know that she plays Elflines because, yeah.
All right. And for Scrawl really just can't get past a very nice, relaxing bubble bath. That's certainly the prime way to relax, for sure. And with that note, I'd like to throw it over to what is our wonderful DM's guilty pleasure way to relax after players torment him for several hours. And I definitely did not warn him about that.
Yeah. The DM relaxes by drinking.
There. Just remember that, everybody, when we're being mean to for Mike, that we drive him to drink.
But really, what DM isn't driven to drink by their players?
That is true. Especially when your player starts drinking. I imagine that was a very especially drink-heavy night for you.
Actually, you guys are a lot of fun, and it's not too stressful.
We try.
All right, so I think we're going to throw it over to Amy, our Hopscotch, to give us a quick recap of what happened last week.
Yes, indeed. So we had picked up at the Bozo's house, and Cavalry's backup came and brought the goodest boy, and we all cared more about the dog than anything else that was happening in that house. And then getting back to Salt and Batteries, we met someone named Freefall who had some favors to ask, and we ended up supporting some errands. A little bit of distraction along the way because somebody found a camera to stand in front of and needed to self-promote and self-indulge, and so we for sure just left him there and continued on our errand to pick up some literal groceries, and we went ahead and got distracted again and went shopping at the pawn shop, ignoring the errand. And then turns out the poor pawn shop owner was being taken advantage of by someone that we very graciously took out of the picture and continued on to get our groceries, get back to the club, and put on a hell of a show before finding out that big old van of, I believe, bozos showed up out of the front and trying to seek a little bit of revenge. And that's where we left off. How much of that was a lie, Mike?
That was great. That is what I remember.
Well, we'll turn the show over to you, Mike.
All right. So I believe we had Skrull taking kind of an overwatch upstairs as this large pink ice cream truck full of clowns arrives up front, and probably there are some Molotov cocktails being thrown at the windows of this place. Since they are nicely boarded up, they're not really getting through, but you can see kind of some of the flames burning on the outside. Here's some of the chaos. Definitely lots of shouting and honking of horns going on outside as the doors burst open, and this kind of wave of smoke kind of starts to waft in, and some of these kind of smoke grenades are lobbed in. Let's do some initiative right off the bat.
Gotta love it. Man, all those dice went in at once.
12.
Oh my gosh, it's all of Mike's
so
are going in there too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Pay no
golly.
attention to
Oh,
these
no.
guys.
That's
It's
Oh
too
my
many.
gosh. They just keep coming.
Oh, good.
I'm glad I got the assault rifle.
Oh, God.
Mike, what the hell?
That's a lot of
I'm
dice.
kind of wishing I would have got the rocket launcher now.
All right, so I believe I need Skrull, Static, and Cavalry
All right.
to
I have to scroll up
Find
for
their
5
roll.
minutes as I find whatever.
Static
Cavalry rolled a 10.
and Static got a 9.
Scroll rolled 11.
It's 9, 10, 11, 12.
Hey, look at that.
Thunderleaf Games is scripted.
Proof.
Static
Yes.
with the 9. All right. As all of these bozos, probably about 24 or so, kind of burst in through these doors, kind of flood in the area. Kind of just start picking random fights with. Oh Jesus, they all went away. All right, well we'll figure that out later. So they start picking fights with random bar patrons. Things are being thrown. Patrons are kind of fighting back a bit. Would someone like to roll a d10 for me?
Nine.
All right. So that's at the top of every round here. We're gonna just kind of do a quick roll to kind of assess which of the sides of in the background is kind of getting the upper hand right now. So right now it looks like, as the bozos are still trying to flood in through a choke point, it looks like the patrons have the upper hand at the moment. So it's looking they're hammering on some of them, but there's definitely bozos coming in here. There's floods of smoke coming in, which Cavalry may recognize some of this white powder that's mixed into this smoke.
Oh no!
no.
Shit! Shit!
So we are going to give everybody a +2 reflex for the next 4 hours, as you have all been dosed with synth coke.
Oh no.
Did you just wake up this morning and you're like, can I TPK in a Cyberpunk game? that what you did today, Mike?
How fast can we end a campaign? All right.
Let's see. How do I add them? There we go. I think just have to remember it.
Yeah, I think when we roll it, we can add to it. So right off the bat there, one of these bozos is going to wander up to Hopscotch and just kind of take a swing with their pistol. So if you would like to give me an evasion, please.
The first mistake. You don't engage Hopscotch. Hopscotch engages you.
18.
13 as he swings this pistol quite slowly. From your point of view, you're easily able to dodge out of the way there.
So that
And like the Matrix,
Wait,
we'll try.
yeah, everything's in slow motion.
It's a dex, yeah. So he is going to try to swing that again at you.
Uh-oh. All right, show him that a 27 is crap.
Oh, was I supposed to roll evasion again?
Yes, if you'd like to give me an evasion, please.
Cool. Yeah, definitely get a
Just
27.
gotta beat that
It's
27.
fine. Yeah, no, it's 14.
All right. And with that, it is going to be removing only half of the armor. That is going to be 6 damage, which I still don't think gets through your armor.
It's 10. My armor.
Okay, so that'll be 1 point of damage to you.
Excellent. I
And your
giggle
armor
in
will
response.
go down by 1. All right.
Somehow you just died.
Oh
We've got
no.
another
Set yourself to
bozo
1 hit point.
running up by Static here, and we'll actually take a shot over towards Freefall first. And that will hit for oof. All right. And then take his other shot over at Static. For a miss. Another bozo over here is going to line up and take a shot over at Cavalry. With the +2 reflex, you also, I guess, have the ability to dodge bullets if you would like to try.
Oh, fuck yeah.
if you,
I want to try that.
if you have an 8 or higher.
Yeah, so I would have an 8. So yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. So give me an
Oh,
evasion.
yeah. Now that I'm
looking for
7
it.
miles
There
away
we
from
go.
everybody.
Oh! Both sides.
Right?
That goes wide, and he ends up hitting a patron.
Oh no.
That is his turn. And I believe Skrull was up on those stairs, right? Or were you all the way upstairs?
I think I was kind of running upstairs as they were Actually,
Pouring
I
in.
might have been up, I think, because I saw them pouring out of the van originally.
Yeah.
So I would say if I was upstairs originally and like seeing them coming in, am I still seeing more of them out there, or are they all pretty much inside at this point?
Yeah, it looks like this about, 24 or so seems to kind of be the last couple stragglers are trying to force their way in through the door.
Okay, so then I would probably take my turn to run downstairs, and see if I can spot anything over from the rails here. And do I feel like I could shoot them without killing innocent people easily?
It's quite, despite the sparse tokens we have here to just not overwhelm everyone's computer, it is packed down here.
So yeah, everybody dies if I spray an assault rifle through the room. In
don't
that
miss.
case,
Yeah. So, so as you're coming down, Hopstotch is actually up first.
oh, sorry.
Excellent. I would like to take this fine bozo in front of me and grab their head and crack it down onto the stage.
I like it. Brawl, please. As he will try to evade this.
Oh hell yeah! Oh, double hell yeah!
I'm done. I've peaked. I'm going home. I just walk out of the bar.
Good night.
With that,
right,
can I also
so-
get my belt and hog eye too?
Yeah, absolutely. You can kind of crack his head on this thing, and you want to give me some damage, please. What do you have? 3d6?
It's 2.
All right. Well, with a double crit, let's give it a 3.
Nice.
Bam, 15.
All right. And as he's kind of woozy there, you can kind of quick wrap him up.
And I'm just gonna call to a patron near me, be like, just sit on him, hold him steady.
Guy's gonna grab the rest of his bottle and kind of break it and be like, he won't go anywhere.
That was efficient.
Freefall, grabbing his bloody arm, will hand stack a note, like a little like data chip kind of thing, and be like, whatever happens, get to this address.
Copy that, mate.
And with that, he will dive into the brawl off the stage and just start swinging at bozos. Scrawl, coming down the stairs, seeing just pandemonium.
I am going to run down the stairs. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what I got. How far can I throw a smoke grenade?
I
That's a
believe it.
distance.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could lob it across this place. So wherever you would like to get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and throw it like here-ish,
Okay.
while yelling, "Smoke out! Everybody at the back door!" And yeah,
Athletics, please.
this is 11.
So not quite where you were aiming, but you get the point across. You're adding to the general
Chaos.
chaos smoke down here. It's especially over by Calvary starts to get real kind of foggy. All right. And you bartender over here. Go ahead.
So I was just gonna say it's a 10-foot circle. Where are we talking here? Or is it a 10-meter circle? I guess that's important.
A little bit different.
That's a big difference, yeah.
Yeah, so
Crazy
right about
metric
there,
system.
right about there is probably where the grenade ends up landing.
Okay.
So just cavalry. Good.
And the assorted patrons around you.
Now she looks cool with
and
like
Cover
a
retreat.
cloud behind her.
He's gonna bartender next is gonna run to the back and open the door. Cavalry.
realizing she probably shouldn't open fire, she's gonna just take a swing at this guy right in front of her.
All right. Brawl, melee. What are you wielding?
Yeah. No, that was not supposed to be assault rifle. That was supposed to be unarmed. Do that again. 17.
Still more than enough for the bozo. Kind of gets his face in the way of your fist.
Okay. Aw. 9 damage.
All right. You got another attack.
I do. I'm going to try that one more time.
Give a
21.
12. So yeah. Once
11.
All right. That last one that really connected. You could feel kind of some ribs kind of given there. Static.
All right, so Static is on stage. He's got his guitar out, and this guy up here is kind of moving up towards him. Yeah.
Yeah, he was walking up the stairs, opening fire towards you.
All right, so I think Static is going to he's going to kind of, while still playing, he's going to walk towards this guy, and then just swing his guitar at him
Oh, that's cool.
for a 12.
It's hard to play and swing.
It is hard to play and swing.
Actually, give me a performance while we're talking about this.
All right.
Or play
There we
instrument.
go. It's a 24.
Yeah, he is a little bit taken aback by this like awesome sight of you like jamming out while approaching him, so we're gonna give him a penalty on his
All
evasion.
right.
That's cool.
Not minus 25 though.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm okay with that.
I think it's fair.
It's his Static we're talking about.
Yeah, so that brings him down to a 10.
All right. So
So that's gonna hit.
we said a guitar was 2d6.
Yeah.
Oof, 6.
I like that my fists are more powerful than your guitar.
That's because Cav is just an
They
absolute
should be.
unit.
They are.
I was about to say, well, when you're a 7-foot Amazonian,
Yeah. And then his guitar, that's 2, right? 2 rate of fire?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Well, yeah, we'll call it up. Yeah.
Oof, that's a 9.
oh, static.
Give him his penalty. Yeah, it's gonna be an 11. After connecting on that first one, he realized what was coming.
I'd have to spend 3 luck to get it there, wouldn't I?
Mhm.
I'm gonna do it. Fuck it.
Brave, sir.
I spent 3 luck
So
to
what
make
does it
a
look
hit.
like when he's trying to get out of the way and your luck manages to...
I think what happens is this guy starts to duck and Static kind of just changes the angle of his swing just a little bit. And instead of kind of hitting him horizontal, hits him down at an angle.
Nice.
I was hoping you were going to say that the cord whips out and hits him.
We'll see what the damage looks like for that.
Yeah, right?
Okay, yeah, he gets cut by just a little slice by the guitar cord for 5.
That
The
E
aux
string.
cable.
Yeah.
Oh, that E string is rough.
That E string is brutal, man.
And that is... He's going to keep rocking away and kind of get back in front of the microphone over here and start singing.
Oh, phenomenal.
What a badass. Taking shots and still wants to perform.
That's Static, baby. Yeah, he's an
Dedication.
artist. He
It's
just
fine.
has to perform.
Standing on stage definitely does not make easy target.
No, not at all. Look, combat tactics aren't his strong suit.
The next bozo is going to step up and take a shot over at Hopscotch. Do you have a 8 reflex with your cocaine fueled?
With your
I
coke.
do have an 8 now. Yeah.
If you would like to try to evade, you could, or you could rely on this bozo's aim.
Ooh. That was an 8 for a reflex with my +2.
Plus your evasion.
Oh.
It's under fighting skills.
Just kidding.
Yeah, so you can add whatever level to that. Yeah,
Totally.
that's better. Yep. That shot was, right on you, and then you managed to deftly avoid, kind of see him coming. Managed to get out of the way of that. He will take another shot at you.
Duck and roll.
Yeah.
Well, if it goes over me, it hits static. It's like perfectly in line, so.
He's shooting again at you, so if you'd like to try again to evade.
Yeah. $14.
That is 19, so that one's going to actually be a hit. That is 12 damage, so minus your armor. Got our bozo, who was just cracked by a guitar. A little bit in awe, but he is going to continue going up the stairs, taking shots at Static. And that's if you have an 8, if you'd like to try to dodge, or if you would like to avoid to manage him.
An 8 in reflex?
Yeah, with the +2
He
bonus.
does not.
Okay. So unfortunately, that is the first shot's gonna be a hit.
All right.
That is going to be 5 whole damage
Does not beat my armor.
on 3d6, and we'll fire again here. That is a 12, which is a miss. So first one kind of throws you off, maybe, might mess up a note or two, but next shot goes wide. Bozo in front of Cavalry is gonna swing at her. If you'd like to give me an evasion.
$20.
Swing and a miss. And
That's
she
right.
will come in with the other fist. If you'd like to give me another evasion, please.
20.
He also rolled the same thing twice. Both misses.
You guys, this caffeine smoke is awesome.
We'll talk when we get home.
Caffeine smoke.
This bozo over here is going to take a shot over at Scroll through the smoke.
Guaranteed scroll.
Give him
The
his
half
smoke
health I
penalty.
have clearly attest to it.
If you got an 8 reflex, you can try to avoid if you'd like.
I sure do. Now that I got a +2. And that's evasion, not
Yep, that's evasion.
right. So that's a 23.
That, like the Matrix, you see this bullet coming and just kind of step out of the way and just watch it whiz past as he fires again.
$17.
As you are watching and you are expecting, this next shot is coming, and you're watching the gun, he pulls the trigger, but the bullet never gets there as the gun jams.
Haha. So intimidated, even your gun can't take on Skrull.
All right. And then would someone like to roll a d10 for me?
Dibs. Since all I'm going to do for the next 3 rounds is run.
Oh, kill them all. Good job.
You've lost privileges.
Yeah.
Oh. Scroll failed.
And the bozo's got a crit success.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right, it's
Fine,
starting to
if they
swing.
kill all the bartend people, I can start shooting.
Yeah, they are starting to kind of get the upper hand here. Some of the patrons are kind of getting kind of woozier with all these drugs and smoke going through the air. Start to get the upper hand. And can someone roll another d10 for me?
Dibs. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
there
just
we
to go
go.
and show up Scrawl.
Hey, baby, that's just what I do.
We needed a low number this time, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, right?
Mike is like, haha.
Well, I've got a table of random effects that happen during a fight.
And the
So-
low ones are not as bad.
So one of the things that Skrull will kind of be in luck over here, it's going to be on the hopscotch and static side of things. One of the random bozos kind of in a fight over here pulls out a grenade and goes to drop it, and it gets knocked out of their hands, and it falls on the ground kind of, under this table over here. And it goes off, but it's an EMP grenade that goes off. So I need the hopscotch. I don't know that has any cyberware.
Not unless my light tattoos count for something.
Some of the tattoos kind of flicker a little bit, but they snap back to it.
The RGB
So I
goes
need-
crazy.
You're kind of flashing a little bit as we go. But I do need static to make a cyber tech roll for me.
How do I
So
do
much
a
for that electric guitar.
just a tech roll? Or no, I see.
Cyber tech, yeah.
It's gonna be a 10.
All right. So for the next minute, the video recorder in your eye is just kind of flashing on, like recording, on and off, and your voice cuts out.
Oh no.
All this time you've been using auto-tune?
It's a lie.
The truth comes out. Scrawl really best singer in
Now's the chance to hear static for real.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And amongst the chaos, hopscotch is up.
All right. I am high. That's fun. I'm just gonna whip around to static, be like, I feel like dancing. Play something more upbeat. And then I'm going to grab the stool next to me and go flying over the table to this bozo here and swing with the stool.
I love it so
Yeah.
much.
That is so
Same.
cool.
Yep.
Yeah. He's engaged in fights with other patrons over here, so we're gonna give him a bonus that he doesn't see this, or a penalty that he doesn't see this coming. But let's do some brawl or a melee.
Melee, I guess,
Yeah.
with stool.
Scrawl is definitely yelling from the
Oh
rail.
no!
Hopscotch over the table with the chair!
I'm too busy dancing, and I got a 5.
What? He got a -3
Oh my
Yay!
God.
on his crit fail. So
Yay!
as you connect, this stool shatters, unfortunately. But
Fine.
let's do the 2d6 damage.
There are more stools. All good.
Everywhere.
6 damage.
All right. You've got another attack if you'd like.
I would like to pick up some of the broken legs from the stool.
Okay.
And then use the bozo like a drum, like do-do-do-do, to go with the beat of the music.
Awesome. First, let's have that
Oh.
attack.
Okay, yeah, melee 17.
15. So let's do some damage on that. Let's do the 2d6 again. And she's just wailing away on this guy.
Two ones.
And then can I have a play instrument?
Oh. Shit, where's that
Greg
on
was
this
not
form?
ready for that.
It's under performance skills over on the right. And towards the top.
There we go. Definitely never thought I'd be rolling that one. Hey, 15.
That's pretty much in time with the music.
Guys, I'm the drummer now. I'm doing it now.
Scroll, she's tried to take your job in the band, mate.
I'm so good
He's
at
fine.
this.
I'm lead singer now.
Well, I guess Static tries to say that, but what you guys actually hear is,
Yeah.
Scroll! She's a singer now!
That's awesome.
He's working his way fighting, and that brings up Skrull.
So Skrull is gonna be like, fuck stairs, and he's gonna jump over the railing.
Awesome.
Maybe.
Hit.
Oh, there it went. I don't know why it's not letting me move. What did I click? Oh, there we go. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Running over there. And Skrull's frustrated. He's going to try and take an aimed shot. He's going to stop, and he's going to try and pull out that rifle. He's taking the aimed shot at the bozo. I've got a new rifle. I'm going to use a new rifle. What terrible things could happen?
It's fine.
It's totally fine.
So that's just a -8.
Yeah. What terrible things
And what is
could
your
happen?
what's your rifle range from here? So you just got to beat 16 with a -8.
Wait, why is it a -8?
Because
Aim shot?
I'm aiming so
Oh,
that I
'cause
don't
it's
shoot a
aimed.
person.
I see.
And why is this? Where'd it go? There it is. If I had my window all the way open, that would help. So aim, roll. -8? Why is it giving me
-8.
-7?
You might have something on.
Oh, I know why. Because I have Cybertech that gives me a +1.
Ah, there you go.
I don't have enough luck in the world. That's an 8. Skrull was not expecting so much recoil. Cavalry.
Roll a d10 and let's see if you hit a bozo or a patron. So roll under your luck.
I rolled my luck.
That's a patron.
Sorry, abandon that.
You can fix them.
He'll fix it later. He's really good.
Oh,
All right.
Bozo, behind me. Don't shoot the patrons.
Awesome. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. I've killed one
Done
patron.
enough.
That's probably enough this turn.
All right. He's engaged in some fisticuffs over there. People are trying to make it towards the entrances and exits, but bozos are holding them in pretty good right now. Cavalry.
I would actually like to take the guy in front of me and grab him as a human shield.
Okay. Brawl.
Since some crazy person's shooting an assault rifle in here, it's probably a good idea.
Smart, yeah.
This could be a 22.
Yeah. You managed to kind of grab this guy and have him in front of you right now as a human shield.
Okay. And then if I could, I would like to take a shot at this bozo here with my pistol.
All right. That's going to be a bit of a penalty trying to hold this guy still as he's kind of struggling.
Okay.
But so that's going to be a -2. But
Okay.
other than that, absolutely. Not a problem.
Boulder, you'll have to teach
Could
me
have
how
even
to use
aimed
this gun
for
better.
All right, not a lot of damage though, only 11.
All right. All right. Static.
All right. Static is going to. Which was the guy who dropped the grenade?
It would have been one of the bozos over here. So let's just drag this guy over here. Oh my god. With the measuring. So this guy over here is kind of fighting with some patrons. Drops his grenade.
I think having heard his voice kind of change a bit, Static is pretty upset, so he's just going to pull his pistol out. And he is going to shoot at this guy first.
All right.
There we go.
26?
Absolutely.
Why everybody gets crits but Scrawl? Not fair.
It's a nice gimmick today.
And then I can't remember how we do crits on this one. It's an extra 5, right? Or no?
Well, that's on the
That's
damage
not
dice.
damage.
So
So 9 damage.
yeah, you need 2 6s. So 9 damage. All right, cool.
And then he's going to shoot at the guy who dropped that grenade. For an 18.
That's gonna hit too.
And that's an 11 points of damage to grenade guy.
All right.
And then he is going to, at Hopscotch's request, pick up a punky beat.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Someone want to roll for the patrons in this bar fight?
Not me.
I think it's Ray's turn. Was
All right.
Amy that hasn't done it?
I think it's Amy's turn, but
Go, Ray, go.
oof.
Solid average roll.
Yeah, a real tweener.
All right. Bozos are definitely starting to kind of subdue some of these guests. Someone else want to roll one more d10 for me?
Okay. Eight.
All right. So as you're kind of approaching, taking this aim shot, Scroll, this light next to you just explodes and sparks electricity near you. So I'm gonna need an evasion for me, please.
Scrawl is going to start wearing rubber suit after being electrocuted 2 weeks in a row. 17 on a 3.
All right. Having just recently been electrocuted, you know exactly what to do or what not to do, and manage to avoid these arcs of electricity.
Don't touch the shiny light.
All right. Bozos. We've got the one trading fire with Static is going to take another shot at him. That is for an 8. He will take his other shot at Static. That is also an 8. This bozo on a hopscotch is going to take a shot with his pistol. And if you would like to evade, you can.
That's a whole 11.
Fortunately, that's going to be a 12 for him. So that is going to be 13 damage as he kind of turns around from being drummed on and just kind of fires a gunshot wildly in your chest. He will then take a swing at you with that gun, and I feel like you can give him an evasion.
$14.
As he goes to swing the butt of the pistol at you, it slides right out of his hand. On his crit fail.
I just go.
We've got the bozo who's going to take a shot over at cavalry.
Human shield.
I think you turned him the wrong way. Though I don't know whose turn it actually is of the clowns.
This guy was taking the shot. He got a crit success for a 21, which will hit, but will hit your human shield. That is for some damage. Brings that down. You feel some impacts in that human shield and a little bit of a...
I think Cavalry's probably going to laugh too. She's probably going to squeeze him a little tighter and just start...
Kind of seeing that there was a bullet coming from the other direction, will turn and take a shot at Skrull. Also a little concerned to shoot at the laughing woman. So if you would like to try to evade, you are able to.
Yes.
If you have an 8.
I do now. 23.
And you watch that bullet whiz right past.
I like these drugs. I'm glad I stole 4 doses of Synthco.
It's caffeine!
This stuff's being used all the time.
And we are back to hopscotch.
All right. I am going to reach over to the closest patron wearing a belt and remove it from them. I really need to go to the store, buy some more belts. So yeah, I'm just gonna like reach over to somebody, be like, I'm just gonna borrow this, and unbuckle their belt and rip it off of them, and then wrap this person up in front of me.
All right, let's have that roll.
I think we buy hopscotch economy bag of high strength zip ties for her birthday.
Oh, that'd be so good. 20.
And there is one more hogtied bozo.
Yeah.
This is so effective. Like, so clever. Like,
Yeah.
And then again, I'll just be
Alright.
like, you, watch this guy.
He's gonna thumbs up as the guy's taking a swing.
As
Skrull.
bats fall down.
Skrull is going to subtly put assault rifle behind back and run the rest of the way over here. And try and, I guess, just beat the shit out of this guy. Not that I'm good at that. You know, he's seen hopscotch, like, pin people. He'll just try and running tackle this guy.
All right, brawl.
All right, 17. On a 9.
You managed running tackle. Take
Out of
this
the
bozo
smoke.
to the ground.
Yes. Got you!
Let's have your what's your body?
A 5.
Can I have 2d6? We'll say, you know, as he goes down amongst the broken bottles and broken tables and wood scraps, it's going to do some damage.
6 points of damage.
All right.
Now, is that the kind of thing where I get a second punch
It
in?
is.
All right. Might as well just punch him while he's down. And that's a... What is that, martial arts? Or what is it for melee? What do y'all do?
Brawl.
It's still brawl. Okay.
So it's brawl.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
21.
Nice.
2d.
So let's give it. Let's do 3d6. You got a crit there.
I
That's
like
got to be
that
worth
rule.
something.
Proper scroll rolling. Also 6.
Definitely, you can kind of see from under like the burlap sack things they're kind of wearing, some of the blood starting to kind of seep through.
Yes, it's for peasant or patron you killed. Bad clown.
Cavalry. With your human shield.
I'm gonna take a shot at this guy down here. Nobody's shot him yet.
All
with
right.
my heavy pistol.
As he's engaged in another fight.
19.
That's gonna hit.
And damage. Not great.
The damage rolls have been mean this so far tonight.
Yeah.
Lots of twos.
And then can I shoot him again, or do you want my second action to be maintaining restraint on this guy?
Would you want to risk him getting out? We'll give him a bonus to resist on his turn if you want to take another shot, or if you want to kind of hold him still. It'll be
No,
straight.
Let's shoot again.
All right, cool.
She's feeling adventurous with all the caffeine.
A little distractible.
That's gonna be a 28 to hit.
But aiming steady.
Yes.
13 damage.
All right.
And I feel she's getting into it a little bit. She's hearing the music. She's kind of like swaying with the with the bozo a little bit.
It's a real awkward dance.
Yeah.
It's like full middle school slow dance happening.
He's trying not to succumb to his wounds.
Brightly colored, wearing a sack. And brings up our musical accompaniment. Static, what are we on?
I think he's gonna shoot this grenade guy again.
Definitely won't go badly for hopscotch.
Never does.
17?
17's gonna hit.
All right. 9.
All right.
And then he's going to aim at this guy on the stairs again. 12?
That is just gonna miss.
All right.
Unless you're feeling lucky.
No, I already felt lucky. And he's going to keep rocking out with his guitar, trying to get the people pumped to fight these fucking clowns.
Really think free
Awesome.
brawl would carry more weight.
Can I have a performance from Static?
Absolutely.
Trying to drum up some crowd. We'll give him a bonus.
I knew the
Oh,
voice.
I
ouch.
rolled a 1, and I still got a 15.
None of it was real. None of it was real.
It was real.
But this one, I got a 15 still.
That's
It's
the
still-
guitar,
it's
not
still
the
good.
singing.
It's
My
still good.
drumming was
We'll give,
better.
we'll give you a +1 on this next roll. So who
Poor
wants to who wants to roll the patron roll?
I think it's Amy's turn, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
9.
All right. Patron's pushing back a little bit. Bozos still have the upper hand, but they're definitely losing some ground. And then one more D10 for me for some funtivity.
Okay. 9 again.
As this kind of fight is going back and forth, there's a bit of a surge, and Cavalry, being the closest one out in the open, is kind of getting knocked around by this rush of crowd coming. So can I have an evasion to stay on your feet and maintain your human shield?
Oof. 15.
Slip a little bit, but you do manage to hold your ground and kind of throw people back, being the large, riot officer you are.
She's sturdy.
Brings up our bozos. So one of the ones back here will take a shot over at Hopscotch. If you'd like to try to evade, you are able.
$16.
Shot goes wide. He's going to turn his gun on static and take a shot.
Okay.
And that will hit just barely with a 16. That is for 9 damage.
Does not beat his armor.
Awesome.
You're going to have to try harder than that, baby.
Oh, awesome. Coming up the stairs, firing at static. First shot is a wide miss. The second one is a crit on a hit for a 22.
All right.
That is going to be 12 damage. As he
I will just get past my armor.
steps onto the stage. This guy is going to try to break free, Kev, so if I can have a brawl. It's a
17.
15. He's going nowhere.
That's right. Hopscotch, look, I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing.
This guy on the ground is going to try to punch at Scroll. So if you would like to give me an evasion.
Yes, very evasive while rolling on dirt.
And glass. And
Character
alcohol.
sheet go. There it is.
It is a 19.
I forgot the whole floor is broken glass, y'all.
Oh, that's right.
Actually,
Oh, no.
I'm going to burn 3 luck. Is it meets it, beats it? Which direction?
You got to beat it.
Beats it.
No. I'll
Yeah,
take
you gotta
the hit
beat it.
then. That's all most of my luck if I did that.
So that is 5 points of damage, but you can only subtract half your armor.
So that would still come out to equal. So
Okay,
no-
yeah. So then nothing gets through. It just kind of all is absorbed.
Yep.
And he's going to do it again.
Another evasion.
Another evade. Yep. And he got a 13.
So 18 this time.
Yep. And he's going nowhere. All right. Hopscotch. You got a hogtied bozo at your feet, as usual. And guy
As
behind
per.
you had just fired. There's one over here fighting some people.
I've thought about this, y'all.
No, we're so red for
I'm
it.
so high. And I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna, because this one's hogtied, look at the other one near me. And as I step over to it, I'm gonna smear my lipstick so I have like my own clown thing happening and just be like I can do it too. and just full, like, almost rabid looking with this lipstick now smeared over my face, and then just pounce and tackle them down.
All right. First off, give me a on your character sheet by reputation is a little face down button.
Yeah.
And if you would like to roll that for me.
A 12.
Give him 4. So he is successfully intimidated and will take a penalty on his evasion. So if you would like to give me your brawl now.
A 22.
That's a 13. So let's see your crazy damage.
I'll 2d6.
2d6.
That is 9 for me. It's pretty good.
Not bad.
And they are on the ground in a nice bed of broken glass.
Yeah, and then you can, being a brawl action, you can take another shot.
Excellent. I would like to reach over to the next belt.
His own belt. That's even worse.
Are they wearing a belt? That is a great point.
Roll it.
He is.
Excellent.
Restrained by his own belt.
Just...
He's probably so confused as you're undoing his belt. Like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a
What's
minute.
happening?
Am I in?
He's gonna lean
Is
over
this good?
and take the belt off, and then flip them onto their belly and like arms and legs back and tie them all together.
That was a roller coaster of emotions for
Yeah.
that act.
Definitely was.
Bad? Good?
Give me
Bad.
Can I have a brawl as he's resisting?
I have a lot of time in between my turns to plot. 23.
11. All right, he has been hogtied with his own belt.
And I am feral.
Freefall is doing his thing, fighting some bozos up here. That brings up Scrawl.
Scrawl, having tackled Bozo into table, is going to quickly scramble up. I assume I kind of pushed him maybe off of the edge of the table.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to quickly scramble around and jump back onto the table and then jump back off, elbow from the table into the Bozo on the floor.
As he falls off the table. Yeah, let's do it.
I'm feeling
Roll.
the bar right and just embracing everything I've seen hopscotch do. It's not very graceful, but it's a 17.
He gets a -1.
Yes. 10 damage.
Or 10.
And
He
then,
is awfully woozy.
and on the ground, I'll just punch him again because, I'm not going to scramble up again in the same turn. That's not as good. 11. Do I burn a couple luck here?
Sweet.
Let's burn 2 luck and see if that gets me there.
Yeah, what does that luck look like to connect with him?
I feel like I probably miss, but it ricochets a bottle at him instead.
Awesome. Let's do those 2d6.
Yes. 9 more damage.
How do you want to do it?
Yes. The bottle probably broke and just accidentally hit into the jugular or something
Nicked
crazy.
an artery.
Yeah, exactly.
Just blood spraying everywhere.
I probably punched, missed, in a broken bottle shard, and yeah, it hit right in. Oh, that looks very fatal, friend. Bummer for clown. And then I'll start crawling over here towards Cavalry's friend here. Oh, I guess I would have seen that guy. I'll crawl over towards this clown.
All right. Cavalry, with your human shield.
Uh,
Still,
So the human shield tried to escape, and I feel
he
like
did.
that bummed Cavalry out. And she's like, "Why don't you want to dance with me?" And she's actually going to try to like Bane backbreaker him. She's going to pick him all the way up and then
Nice.
just across the knee.
Hopscotch has
All
had a
right.
definite effect on this party.
The whole party, yeah.
All right, brawl.
Aw, 15.
14. He's
Yeah.
a chunky clown. You managed to.
On a 2, you almost outrolled my 9.
All right, let's see that damage.
9.
All right. He's kind of laying in the ground, moaning, but still alive.
She's actually going to take his head and mush it into the glass. So like lift it up a little and bam, right into some glass there.
All right, brawl.
Damn, 15.
Yeah, with an 11, he can you can grab his head and just kind of smash it into the ground. What's that damage?
13.
Ah, so close. That is a
Ooh.
crit.
So 18.
So 18, and then if you would like to, you know what? How do you do it?
I think
does
he
this look
actually
like?
chokes on glass a little bit. Like she's really rubbing his face in there. She's all coked out. She, and she's maybe a little too aggressive. And he chokes on some glass pieces.
Yeah.
Ouch. All right. Static.
Static is he's going to keep shooting at this guy who's crowding in onto his stage.
I like how there's just this one clown like hiding in the corner over here.
That's an 8.
That's gonna go wide. Can you roll under your luck?
Sure
For me.
try. But I can't succeed.
Saw that one for a second.
Did not.
Down goes another patron.
All right, he's going to try and shoot this guy on stage with him again. 17?
17 will hit.
10 points.
All right. Kind of stumbles back a little bit. That was blood everywhere.
You bloody clowns, get out of my damn bar!
Hopscotch got to hear this and be like, I am so fucking high. Like, what is I hearing?
That is phenomenal.
So confused. Like, Static broke.
Oh, Seth is so lucky. All right. Let's see. Who wants to roll for the patrons?
I think it was Greg's turn.
I think so.
Don't want to hear it scroll bad rolling no more.
Bozo's starting to get the upper hand. Some of the patrons are starting to storm out.
How they're all restrained. I don't understand how they're getting the upper hand.
There's more Bozos.
I've only gotten 3 so far.
All right, and then one more D10 for a random chaotic bar brawlness.
Incoming. 7.
All right. So with all of this blood kind of spilling on the ground, Skrull, as you're making your way over, it's kind of slippery. Can I have an evasion?
Yeah.
Or athletics, I'm sorry, to grab your footing as you kind of slip in some of this blood.
I'll be honest, I said I was kind of crawling already prone.
Okay.
But
yeah, so we'll give you an advantage.
We'll see how it goes anyways.
Yeah, that is more than enough to stay on your feet there, just to stay up.
On all
Just
Stay
kinda
on your belly. Yeah.
Just getting covered in it. All right. To our bozos. We've got the one that just got shot by Skrull, who will drop his gun as it's empty and will run up and just swing at Static.
All right.
So if you'd like him to do an evasion.
There we go. 12.
Yeah, without even, breaking the beat, you're able to avoid his sad little swing. And he will swing again.
15.
18 on a crit, and will swing for damage is... that is 2 whole damage.
Does not beat my armor.
It's a very, very weak and bloodied clown just kind of slapping at you. We got this bozo over here who's going to take a shot down at Hopscotch. If you would like to try to evade.
Okay. And 11.
Very easily can dodge out of the way. He's going to take another shot at you. For a 24 this time. If you'd like to try to evade.
I don't even think I can roll that high.
That's how you do it.
Oh,
Just kidding.
You still didn't make it.
Luck.
Can I use a luck?
You can use 2.
2.
But yeah,
I was 2.
you can. What does it look like? How does your luck save you from this gunshot?
After the first one, I just look over with my feral face. And I would like to think, like, I intimidate them just enough that the gun shakes just enough that it misses me.
It does, and it whacks into that clown you have restrained behind you for a critical damage.
I'm really good at this, you guys.
I imagine your lipstick looks sort of like blood at this point.
It is very, like, dark red. So, yeah.
All right. That is going to be that. As he kind of gets shot, he kind of whacks his head back against the ground pretty hard, damaging his neck quite badly. One of the other bozos in the fray kind of finishes knocking his patron to the ground and will step forward and take a shot at Cavalry. Through the smoke, of course.
Where do they keep coming from?
I know.
You want
If
an
you would like
evasion?
yeah, if you would like to try to evade, or if you can...
22.
Yeah. Easily.
Just remember, Cavalry, every time you dodge a bullet, he kills a patron.
Yeah, just take it.
This bozo sees you crawling towards him, Skrull, and will just go to kick you while you're down, so to speak. So if I can have an evasion, please.
He's very ungentlemanly. That's still an 18.
That is still enough to evade the kick. And you will try one more time. Get away!
18. I am consistent tonight.
-1.
Oh my
as he
god.
slips in some of this blood and falls down on the ground.
Now we're on the same level, clown.
All right, hopscotch. Surrounded by
very-
hog-tied bozos.
As the kids say, very mindful, very demure. I'm just gonna grab a hold of the one that I just hog-tied with their hands and feet together, and I would like to pick them up and start swinging them around and just like let the force of that hit the one that's right above here.
All right. Brawl.
$24.
Yep. You can manage to smash one bozo into another as he goes flying. Let's do 2d6 for wielding a bozo.
6 damage.
And we're going to give him evasion, stay on his feet, which he crit fails, so down he goes. As this bozo lands on the ground. Melee attack-ish, so I guess you've got another one?
Is the clown perhaps wearing a belt?
Roll under your luck. Let's find out if this one's got one.
Oh, I have like 3 luck left. Okay. We can do this. Aw, 3.
Unfortunately, no belt on this one.
Excuse miss. Can I please have your belt?
Yeah, you can loot one of the other patrons nearby, I'm sure.
I will. Very, very politely. And get a belt.
This is a feral woman with smeared lipstick stealing belts.
To be fair, as the patron, you would probably really like, yep, here's my purse,
Please God,
here's my
take it.
belt, here's the shoes, what else do you need?
That is a really lovely
I mean,
bracelet.
she
you
was
also have
going
on.
to use to, cause the wound to stop bleeding on friend, but you use instead.
Yeah.
As they turn to flee. Yeah, you can roll up said bozo.
Fantastic. So this whole entire area is now restrained.
Full of hog-eyed bozos.
Yes.
As patrons are fleeing. All right, Scrawl.
All right, so we've got a seriously wounded guy here. Let's go ahead here and I'm gonna grab the remains of a bottle and try and smash this guy with one off the floor. Now that we're both rolling around on ground together. I am on fire with these brawl rolls. 8 for 16.
That is a 7. Absolutely.
Yes. Now let's hit this damage roll. And 5 damage.
Chipping away. Chipping away.
I'd probably just kind of like, synth coke fused frantic stabbing here on the ground. 15.
That is 10. Absolutely.
9
We've
damage.
been extremely consistent on our damage numbers.
How do you want to do it?
Yeah, like I said, just, we're just, frantic clown stabbings. And then I will, we're going to start heading towards this bozo. Kind of like on all fours, like running at him and kind of climbing up onto my feet in route here.
That's awesome. Cavalry.
Cavalry is going to charge at this guy. And while she's running, she's really like, "Dance with me, clown!" And she's actually going to tackle him to the ground. Or at least attempt to.
All right, brawl.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
25.
Let's see some damage.
You get the bonus D6 as well.
Yeah.
You tackle while also doing the Charleston. Looks so good.
13. And you said a bonus D6? What?
Yeah, throw one on as he's crashing to the ground with some...
2. So 15.
All right. So you've got this bozo on the ground. You've got one more shot.
Dance! And I'm just gonna like hammer fist him. She's too coked up to realize he cannot dance with her if he's...
I should not be so excited by hammer fist. That just made me so happy. Amy, so happy by that.
Let's give me a 19 to hit.
That's a 9.
Okay.
Let's get that body damage.
Oh,
A 16.
So close.
16.
That's still good.
There is one very woozy, very fading in and out of consciousness bozo at your feet. Or, I guess, under you. And Static.
all right. Static. He's going to take it. He's got his pistol out, so he's going to keep shooting at this guy on stage with him.
All right.
13.
So you got to beat a 13 to get him at this distance.
Fuck it. I'm gonna spend a luck.
Static, you got to quit shooting the patrons.
Night, Ray.
12 damage.
Good night, Rachel.
How would you like to do it?
I think he's gonna kind of. He's still up there playing. He's gonna kind of finish a chord and let it hang. And as this guy runs up to him, he's gonna just pull the pistol out and boom, right through the head.
Awesome.
And then let's see. That dude's dead. Everyone around him is dead. He sees this guy down here in the corner. So he is going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, he's not going to get off stage. He's going to go over to the edge of the stage and shoot at this guy in the corner down here.
Nice.
Fortunately, every space in between is filled with patrons.
Unfortunately. It's a 15.
That is unfortunately going to miss.
All right. Cool.
You do notice a different kind of smoke hanging out over here. There's definitely... It's kind of lingering, but it looks to be kind of like coming off of some of the furniture and some of the, patrons. There's, someone on the ground kind of smoking a little bit.
His slide has locked back on his pistol, so he's gonna put that in the holster. Fire! Fire, everybody! There's a fire! The building is burning!
All right. How about some persuasion or some acting? What are you feeling?
I think let's go with acting.
God, I love the Static voice.
It's a 24.
All right. Yeah, you definitely get some of the patrons. It starts to kind of spread. They also start to yell, "Fire! We have to get out!"
That's Static's turn.
All right. D10 for the bar fight, please. Somebody. And a D10 for a random event.
Is it Scroll's turn?
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
I think so. I think it's Donnie.
8.
There we
All
go.
right. Yeah, the patrons are starting to kind of flee and get some space between them and the other bozos. These guys are kind of getting hit with some random nonsense. All right. That'll bring up our bozos. Hogtied, hogtied, dead. This guy is gonna kind of be fighting around some people, and as he turns, he's got this like large, like brightly colored, looks like a giant water gun, and he's going to take a shot over at Hopscotch with it.
Can't be good. The Super Soaker 2000. I mean, you can't beat that weapon. Like,
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the peak of weapon design.
I mean, that thing's been top notch since 1993.
If you'd like to evade, you are able. As you're all coked out of your minds. And it shows.
I told you I'm really good. 28, bitch.
As a blur cannot get purchased, as you see some of this liquid kind of splatter on the ground at your feet and start to kind of sizzle against the wood.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Acid.
That one. This guy is going to kick over at Scroll. So if you'd like to give me an evasion, please.
I keep forgetting that that's an option. Scrawl is going to roll a 22.
Mightily evade as he brings his fist down, trying to catch you as you're rushing towards him.
I assume you're punching again. I just rolled it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, and that will also, as you're getting up, he kind of swings wide. This one on the ground with Cavalry is going to kind of try to kick you off. So if you'd like to give me a brawl to hang on or an evasion to get out of the way.
Roll to hang on. Oof, 16.
That is a 9. He's not going anywhere.
We're having a
And
moment.
he's going to try to elbow you again. So if you'd like to give me a evasion here.
Asian. Ha. 30.
30. He crit failed for a 5. Going
He punches
nowhere.
himself in the face. And I say, stop punching yourself, clown.
Give me a D6. I like it.
Cavalry, that older sister.
That's a 3 on the 1d6.
Kind of cracks his head on the ground. And that brings up Hopscotch.
I will start sauntering over to this one in a very awkward and unsettling, like, here's Johnny kind of moment, and slowly, just very, very creepy movement, walk on up to that one and just get really, really close to their face and be like, boo! And then I'm just going to try to knock him over.
Nice. Roll, please.
An 18!
It's a 15. So let's get some damage.
1, 2. 7 damage.
All right. Kind of stumbles a bit. What What do you do with your next attack?
I am going to shove them back onto the table right behind them.
Awesome. Let's have that brawl. Oof.
Oh, I hit evasion. Just kidding. Don't look at that. Don't look at it. It's not real.
Yeah.
It's not real. It's 21.
Even better. On a worse roll.
Can I have the damage?
I am a
Look at
one-trick
those.
pony, y'all.
That trick works.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
a solid trick.
8 damage.
And how would you like to do it?
Oh dear. I've not killed anything.
Today.
I
Not killed anything
today.
today.
Not killed anything today. I am almost just ignoring them, honestly. I'm going to throw them down in the table, and then in my excitement of the moment, just enjoying the groove, hop up onto the table next to them and just wildly dancing. And in that mix, just kind of like accidentally step on them as I wildly dance on the table.
Awesome. Scroll.
So I have a bunch of doses of synth coke and an air hypo.
Do you need more?
And I have a very good knowledge of how to employ that air hypo. I would
You
like
do.
to try and stab this guy and just give him a synth coke infused overdose here. I just don't.
I love it.
I would say maybe using like, would you say 2-3 doses of synth coke?
Yeah, that would be more than enough.
Yeah, let's roll with that. We'll go with 3. I want to make sure it does the job. These guys clearly use a lot, so. And if I keep it on me, cavalry's just gonna use it all.
Been putting it in her coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I rolling
let's have
here?
A brawl. Let's have a brawl to eject this bozo,
All right.
as he will try to resist whatever this is.
It's a 12. I'm gonna burn 2 luck to get that up to a 14. See if that gets me there.
That's perfect, because he also rolled a 12.
Yes. And I have no idea how you want to do damage on that.
I think that 3 doses of that is going to be enough to send this guy into some sort of cardiac arrest.
His heart explodes.
The doctor's in. Ha ha ha. Running into the room. You guys aren't done yet? Hurry up. The fire is building.
As the patrons are starting to, the last ones are starting to shuffle out, the bozos have mostly, been knocked out, or the few remaining are starting to flee from this fire. The only one left semi-conscious are the ones that Hopscotch is hogtied, and the one that Cavalry is struggling with, who is up at the moment.
I'm just kind of like pounding his face, just with my fists, to the beat of whatever is still playing.
All right, brawl.
Cavalry conging him.
20.
I thought he had a good roll with a 15. But yeah. Let's see some damage.
10.
All right. And then can I have a play instrument?
Human bongos.
I'm looking.
Upper right. Performance skills.
Ah.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd roll that either, huh?
12. Haha, that's right.
It's mostly in time to the
okay-ish.
beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a head in the floor. It's hard to get.
It's a little faster. She's on the coke. She's not. And then Once more? Oh, is he dead? Oh,
Yeah,
he's
with that.
dead. And she's still gonna. She's still drumming his face. He's
Laying
dead,
the
you
drum.
guys. Oh.
You can dance with me.
1, 2, 3, 4. Just come on over.
All right,
Get on
and
that
with that,
table.
combat is over.
Nix, please trigger the smoke fire sprinklers, please. I'm sure your system's up to date, yes?
Yeah.
He's gonna like pull the alarm, and you're gonna hear the, but nothing comes out.
The Static is going to kind of run back to the bar back where he knows there's a fire extinguisher, and grab that and start trying to put this fire out. Guys, help me! This place is burning. I don't want to see salt and batteries go.
Who the hell is
As you
talking?
Get back. Your audio box kicks back in.
Seriously, guys, help me. This is my bar. I can't see this place go to the ground. Help me, please.
Can Skrull poke his head out the front door? Are there more clowns? And how much fire is on the sides of this building?
So, looking outside, some of the glass has been broken. Some of the tables that you had jammed in the window are on fire, but the outside of the building is brick and stone, so it's pretty sturdy. So there's small pockets of fire. It's not like the whole thing's going to go up yet.
Okay. Does Night City have like fire response? I mean, we've
Sure. Yeah. No, I'm definitely calling that in. Yeah.
There is actually a local like South Night City Fire Department. So they would be the ones called, and they are friends with Freefall, and he can kind of start that call and get some of the fire people out here to kind of help get this under control.
It appears that I am on a tablecloth. So, as any smart person would do, I will take the tablecloth and just run and like jump on fire and like pat it out.
Awesome. So yeah, over the next little bit, you guys can kind of get a hand on this, and
Thrall will save the alcohol.
Good. And lime.
I'm disposing of the flammables.
Get the lime.
Nix and Jimmy, where are they? Did they make it out all right?
Nick
Yeah,
is
they're-
standing back here, helping me drink the flammables.
He's kind of surveying the damage done, and Jimmy took a couple lumps, but he is otherwise looking alright, kind of coming out from the back. He's like, I was locking up in the back, trying to make sure we couldn't get in the back. They found the door, but there was only a couple.
I'm sure you saved us there, Jimmy. If we had been any more overwhelmed, I don't know what we'd have done.
Not sure free fall, but if you're planning Revolution, should probably work on abilities in combat, because not a lot of help came from your friends.
That's very true. I mean, thank God you hired such a phenomenal group like ours. Otherwise, this could have been a real bloodbath.
Yeah, I am not the fighter type, but I do appreciate all the help. As the phone that you had lifted from that ganger in the pawn shop, I think Skrull has, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's right.
That phone buzzes.
Hello?
It is just an incoming text message that just says, I don't know who you are, but we know what you did. As you then hear a little, as the ganger that you had hogtied and put up in the ceiling,
I forgot
you
about
see a little
that.
bit of smoke coming out of their neck, or their chip socket.
Oh.
Self-destruct.
This unfortunate. That wasn't me. I swear. Yes, I think I will probably leave cell phone with him, and I'll tuck it back up into his pants. Don't
Wipe your
want
prints
phone
off, just in case.
Yeah. we keep finding ourselves in these crime scenes. We're probably going to have to answer questions eventually.
No,
Yeah, now it's fine.
we roll with Cav. I mean, she'll protect us.
Yeah, I
Probably
just need
good
more
all are
caffeine.
wearing clown masks. Nix, will you be able to pay us for saving Bar? Yes, was all our good? Freefall will pay for damage. It was his event.
It was my event. I will definitely help, with some of the damages, and he will put out the 500 a person for you guys.
Thank you. I do appreciate this. Nix, are you going to be out? Do you need help fixing up the bar? What with Chase being dead and all?
Static will be happy too while I rest for the next 7 to 10 days.
We've seen worse.
Oh yeah, we have. Do you remember my third show?
I think we still got some damage from that.
I mean, I'd be surprised if we didn't. They said it went to the Foundation.
Well, you got some fans out of it, no? I guess that's what matters. I got patrons.
Yeah,
I think they didn't
Everybody here that's not dead is probably a fan.
I mean, probably. And he's gonna look around. Are there any more patrons in here still?
For the most part, just ones that have been kind of knocked unconscious or wounded severely, but not anyone like sticking around after yelling fire. The ones that could got out.
That makes sense.
I like that they stuck around for the Bozo fight, but the fire, they're like,
It's Night City.
no.
Everybody's fought a clown.
Yeah.
Not a lot of fire in the city.
Meanwhile, I would have danced on that table as the ship just burned around me. Happy as a clam.
Well punned.
Probably should turn on ventilation. Hopscotch seems to be hitting their limit over there.
Hopscotch, come over here.
I'm just like randomly moving bar stools, like for no reason to go nowhere. I'm just like picking up furniture and moving it and going.
Can Static do a streetwise or something to see how hard Hopscotch is going to come down?
Oh yeah.
All right.
She doesn't do drugs, y'all. She drinks, but she does not.
Yeah, do any of us? Do we need to make some like resist drug rolls
I
or
don't
anything?
think we need to do that.
you
Cavalry's
do, in
terrible.
fact.
Shit.
That's a 22
You're all
for
welcome.
I'm getting-
streetwise.
Is she gonna crash
All
hard?
right. So, Hopscotch, darling, sweetheart, come here. No,
I need you to stop talking. I've heard things tonight and I'm confused and there's something wrong with you and I don't like it.
Don't you? There's
Stop
nothing wrong with me.
talking.
I'm perfectly fine. Just do me a favor. Sit down. You're going to start feeling very, very poorly in just a moment here. And he's going to get her a glass of water and some peanuts. And just believe me, you'll be thankful that you're sitting in just a moment.
I think you're a pod person.
I don't know what
Is it
that is.
right? I'm gonna like squeeze your face, like your cheeks. Like, is it you?
It's me. Yeah, does anybody
Oh,
else
no.
feel this beautiful? And he's going to let you squeeze.
Yeah, it's you. That's arrogant as fuck.
It can only be me. Enjoy your water. Let me know when you start to come down because it's going to fucking suck.
And can I have a resist torture drugs from everyone?
Hey, 17.
Oh no.
For sprawl.
Oh no. Static got a 3.
Would you like to burn the rest of your one life?
I got 2. Thank you very much.
I got 13.
All right. Ironically, Cavalry is the only one who is not addicted to Good Coke at this point.
Oh no. This is gonna be
So
so
unless-
fun for you, Cal.
So
Y'all, I have a bag of drugs from the last thing,
You mean caffeine, right?
and only I know where it is.
so unless you are experiencing the primary effect of synth coke, you will now have a -2 reflex. And be going through withdrawals.
Oh, goody.
And
Oh shit!
I think that's a fun place to wrap it up for the night.
I'm glad I saved one
no.
extra dose.
Seriously, man, we're gonna be fighting over that. Oh shit.
Therapy is an option, but it does cost.
So, before we do completely wrap up, how are we looking on experience?
Oh yeah, IP.
Or IP?
Yes. Yeah, so we're going to go with, say, 60 for tonight. And then I believe last week we forgot, so we'll do 50 for that one, so that's 110.
All right.
Hooray.
Thank you, sir. And thank you to all of our wonderful viewers and listeners out there in internet radio TV land for joining us for another crazy, fantastic, wild night with this group of weirdos and apparently coke fiends.
And make sure we hope to see you all again next week at 7:30 Eastern time.
Mm.
Follow, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching Thunderleaf
Thank you all so
Plays.
much. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.